Brava! A Brazilian sports reporter clapped back after a man tried to kiss her on camera during the World Cup. The incident went down in YEKATERINBURG while Julia Guimarães was reporting on the Japan vs Senegal match for Brazil's TV Global and Sport TV. As the camera rolled, a man suddenly ducked into the shot and tried to give Guimarães a peck on the cheek. The journalist dodged the kiss and proceeded to confront the jerk, reprimanding him on his highly inappropriate behavior. Guimarães tells him to never do it again, that it's not polite and not right. Off-cam, the man can be heard apologizing repeatedly. The Global reporter said that while she never experienced this in Brazil, it's happened to her twice during the World Cup in Russia. She hasn't been the only victim either. Days before, a Colombian Deutsche Welle reporter got kissed and groped on cam by an entitled douchebag. She chose to continue the report despite the interruption, which DW later denounced as blatant harassment and an attack. Here are some tips on how not to be a douchebag.
Chinese tourists pig out at Thailand buffet. A group of Chinese tourists were caught on camera, behaving badly. The tourists were filmed amid a feeding frenzy at a hotel buffet in Thailand. Seafood seems to be their food of choice as one by one they frantically climb over one another to fill multiple plates at a time. Most were employing the double place technique, using one plate to scoop food onto another, while others, just use their hands. The tourists were seen taking 3 or 4 plates at a time. Tables were filled with seafood. Afterwards, photos were taken of the leftover uneaten food, prompting netizens to criticize the behavior of the greedy tourists. Most people were upset, calling the behavior disgusting, while others simply said, "That is Chinese."
Judgment gets woman owned in viral Facebook story. This dude's selfie highlighting a lady with the text, "This woman is funny, LMFAO," has been shared over 223,000 times on Facebook. The name of the man who uploaded the post is Emmett Walker. According to his Facebook post, he was waiting in line to board first-class seating when the woman approached him. Apparently, because of how Walker looked, she thought he was in the wrong place. Walker says he pulled out his first-class ticket and told her no worries, he was in the right spot and she could board after him. But Walker claims she just wouldn't let it go, saying he must be military or something, but we paid for our seats so he still should have to wait. But Walker responded with a clapback of epic proportions, which you can see for yourself. And that, Walker says, had everybody in line clapping.
Santa tells boy to lay off burgers and French fries. A mother in Forest City, North Carolina, said her son cried all day long after he was fat-shamed by Santa Claus. Ashley Mays thought it would be fun to take her kids ice skating and to see Santa at the local Santa house over the weekend. Her 9-year-old son Anthony sure was happy to see Santa, but Ashley noticed that the not-so-jolly Saint Nick looked like he didn't want to be there. Anthony told Santa what he wanted for Christmas, an iPod Touch and a drone. When he was finished, Father Christmas told him to just lay off the hamburgers and French fries. That sure put a lump of coal in Anthony's stocking. He cried until he went to bed, and he even tore up the picture he took with Santa. Mommy Ashley was livid and called the city to complain. Santa later visited their house to apologize, but Anthony says he didn't seem like he meant it. Even though Santa expressed his regret to her and the town supervisor, Anthony's mom still wants him gone. And it looks like the real Santa has granted her wish. After news of the incident went viral, the fat-shaming Santa resigned. Anthony had a message for this bad Santa. "I want to say to him, you don't want to disrespect a 9-year-old. Even though what shape and size you are, it doesn't matter. Preach it, Anthony, and Merry Christmas."
Selfish half-dressed brat steals from Uber driver. Watch.
Yeah, 250.
Now let's see that again in slow motion. This brazen theft reportedly happened on August 12th, when this woman, identified as 18-year-old Gabrielle Canales, decided to grab cash out of Uber driver Mohammed H. Bouyan's tip jar before jumping out of his car. The callous thief calls herself Gabita on social media, and she likes to post half-naked pictures of herself online. And if you think she was feeling any shame about her crime going viral, you'd be wrong. She apparently has been relishing in all the attention and even mocked those who were outraged, memeing a screenshot of her crime and defending her actions, saying she only took $5 from the jar and claims she returned it later. It isn't clear whether her friends knew about the theft. Uber reportedly urged the driver to take the matter to the police and have since banned Gabita from using the app ever again. She may have to switch to another ride-sharing app instead. So if you're a Lyft driver, take a good look at this face and keep an eye on your tip jar.
Enough with these phony service pets on a plane. Anyone who's been frequently flying the friendly skies this past year has probably noticed the passenger cabin has started looking more and more like a zoo. With the sudden proliferation of service dogs and emotional support animals. By law, service and pet therapy animals fly for free. Enter the a-holes who are ruining it for everyone else because they're too cheap to pay to bring their pets on the plane. Service animal vests or tags can now easily be purchased online for varying prices. And with cases of emotional support animals, all a passenger has to do is show a letter from a mental health professional saying that they need the animal for air travel. The problem is, counterfeit letters can also be bought online for less than $100. Blind people and others with actual disabilities have fought hard to get public access for their dogs and service animals. If you're too cheap to pay for your pet to fly, rather than screwing over people that actually need their service animals, why not take a road trip instead?
Woman loses 2 jobs after video of racist comment goes viral. A woman has been kicked out of the United States Air Force Reserve after she was filmed mouthing a racial slur. Missouri woman Tabitha Duncan was videoed last week responding to the question, "So we going N-word hunting today or what?" Duncan can be seen in the video saying, "You get 'em N-words." She was a waitress and an Air Force reservist, but after footage of her dropping an M-bomb went viral, she's now lost both roles. Speaking to the Daily News, Duncan said she's sorry and has black friends and family. She explained she didn't know she was being recorded, adding that she was drunk, underage drinking, and said something stupid. Her employer, the Social Bar and Grill in Missouri, said she was immediately fired for making a vile, disgusting, and offensive video. According to military.com, the U.S. Air Force is also kicking her out of the reserves. Duncan also told the Daily News the people she was with in the video were people she barely knew.